Well, good morning. We are going to start a new character, a Bible character, and his name is Joshua. And just a little reminder who Joshua is. He is a helper to Moses. Remember Moses? Moses will be passing away. He'll go on as God had said that he was not going to be set foot onto the promised land. But Joshua was a very good friend of Moses. He was in Egypt and left Egypt at the same time. He was about 40 years old. And he was a very good helper. He listened. He was able to defeat the Amalekites. He went to Canaan first, him and 12 other people that were chosen, and they saw the beautiful grapes that were there. But at that time, the Israelites were not ready to go into Canaan. And so that's why there was that 40 years before they got to go and see the beautiful grapes. Joshua was also there when Moses received the 10 Commandments. He was waiting at the bottom of the slopes, waiting for him. He was a very good friend. And when the time came, before Moses passed away, he was anointed to be the next leader. And that was very important that everybody in the tribes, all 12 tribes, recognized Joshua as the next leader. It was very important. That way there was no fighting later on. Joshua was really, really good friends with God because they had talked, they communicated. Joshua saw how Moses was with God, and he wanted to be that way, so he too talked with God. And God talked back to him and told him something very important. He said to him, "Every place that the sole of your foot will tread upon, I have given you as I have given Moses." That was a beautiful promise. That meant that he was going to go to the promised land. So when he got this message, he wanted to make sure all the Israelites knew that God was right behind them all the way. And in fact, in chapter 1, 7, 8, and 9 of Joshua, he repeats to take courage, to be strong, do not be afraid. He mentioned it 3 times. He wanted to make sure, and I just want to make sure you guys know that the last verse, have I not commanded you to be strong and of good courage? Do not be afraid or dismayed, for your God will be with you wherever you go. That's a beautiful promise, and he holds true to that. He promises us strength and courage, and we will succeed in things because we believe in God. Now we have our friend Cindy that will be showing us the craft of the week.
Hi kids! So just as Miss Donna had said that God promised Moses, God is carrying that promise over to Joshua. And so God told Joshua that I will give you every place where you set your foot. So our craft today is to make a footprint. If you click on the link, it will take you into the craft that will explain how to make it, which is pretty simple. We're going to have a fancy footprint. So you, on a card or piece of paper, just cut out some kind of whatever you want to make. This is what Riley made. And then you're going to trace that on a piece of paper. So you just go here, however you want. There's no right way or wrong way, however you want to make it. And then when you're done, you'll have a piece of paper that has all of those different shapes that you made. Then what you're going to do is get your foot and either have somebody trace it or you trace it. You can have just a foot or you can have your toes in there, whatever you want to do. And then you cut it out and it will look something like this, and then you color however you want in each of those little shapes that you made, and then that's your foot. Now the kit has a sample that you can just go ahead and use this one and print it and put your foot on there and cut it out and color these. But however you want to do it. And then this foot print is going to be a reminder of God's promise, that He always keeps our promise, and He wants us to be strong and courageous, and that He will never leave us. What a wonderful thought, that He will never leave us. And so when you see this print of your foot, that's what it's going to remind you of. So we're going to put our Joshua board, and right now we put our footprint here, and it says wherever you set your foot, because remember that was going to be their land. I really truly miss you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Have I not commanded you? Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid, nor be dismayed. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9.